Hello everyone and welcome back to Math Merit. Today we are continuing with concept number 6, which is on quadratic functions. Okay? Now to begin today's lesson, today we're going to be talking about something essential to know. Okay? Now a quadratic function formula is like this. So it's y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? Now, something that is very important to know is that the value of b is going to affect the axis of symmetry. So, axis of symmetry. Okay, so remember yesterday when I explained what the axis of symmetry was, it was on your parabola. Wherever you were to fold your graph, like that invisible line, that is the axis of symmetry that makes it so when you fold it, both sides match. Okay, so the axis of symmetry, this line right here, is affected by the value of b. Okay, that is important. Please include that in your notes. Now let's identify how to find our vertex coordinates. Okay, here we have our formula, which is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now we have our example right over here in that same format, which is y equals x squared minus 6x plus 4. Okay. Now, to find the axis of symmetry, it is required to know a certain formula. Now, first we're going to have to find the axis of symmetry in order to get a value for x and then use that to get our value for y and therefore give us the coordinates for our vertex. Okay? Now, the formula to find the axis of symmetry is x is equal to negative b times b 2 times a. Okay? Now if you see this and you see this, we would be able to identify where our a and our b is. So for this specific example, our b would be negative 6 and our a would be a 1. Okay? We are just going to go ahead and take our a and our b and plug it into this formula right over here. Okay? Now, we have x equals negative times for b, we're plugging in negative 6 divided by 2 times 1. Okay? Now, let's do the math. X is equal to negative 1 times negative 6 is going to give me a positive 6 because when we multiply a negative and a negative, our answer is positive. So that's 6. Then 2 times 1 is 2. Now to simplify this, we know that 2 goes into 6 3 times. So our value for x is actually 3. Let's put that over here. Okay, we're done with our first step. Now that we have done our first step, let's go ahead and find our value for y. We're going to take the value of x and plug it into our formula. So, it's going to look like this. y is equal to x squared, which would be 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 4. Okay? Now let's do the math. We're going to begin with our exponent because of order of operations. So exponents first. 3 squared is equal to 9. Now we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply 6 times 3. Negative 6 times 3, which is multiplying a negative and a positive, which means our answer will be negative. So 6 times 3 we know is 18. So our answer is negative 18 plus 4. Okay? Let's go ahead and add these two. We're adding a negative 18 and a positive 4, which means we're left with a negative 14. And 9 minus 14 is equal to negative 5. And that is our value for y. So y is equal to negative 5. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have identified the coordinates of your vertex. So the value of x is 3 and the value of y is negative 5. And that is where your vertex is going to be located on a graph. Before we get more into graphing quadratic functions, I want you to get comfortable with identifying the vertex. So let's go on into your assignment for practice. Very well, everyone. Now, here is your assignment for today. What I want you to do is to follow the same steps I took to be able to find the coordinates for the vertex. That's all you're doing. If you have any questions on anything or something didn't seem clear enough, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.